When we reach our 50s, many of us start thinking more about our health than ever before. It's the age when annual checkups feel more important, when we notice changes in our energy, digestion, and even our ability to recover from everyday aches. Alongside these changes comes the growing awareness that what we put into our bodies really matters. It's no surprise, then, that supplement shelves both in stores and online are filled with promises, bottles of vitamins, minerals, herbal blends, and powders, all claiming to protect the heart, sharpen the mind, strengthen the bones, and keep our bodies youthful. The marketing is powerful, and the message is tempting. Just take this pill or powder, and you can fill the gaps in your diet, reverse the signs of aging, and even prevent disease. But the truth is more complicated, and in some cases, more concerning. As a health educator who has spent years working with people over 50, I've seen both the benefits and the risks of supplements up close. I've met people whose lives genuinely improved after addressing a deficiency with the right supplement. But I've also met those who wasted money or worse, harmed their health because they didn't understand what their bodies truly needed. Let's start with something important. The term supplement itself can be misleading. It suggests these products are an easy add-on, something harmless to boost what you're already getting from food, but your body doesn't see it that way. When you swallow a capsule of vitamin D or fish oil, your digestive system has to break it down, absorb it, and process it, just like any other substance. If you already have enough of that nutrient, your body either stores the excess, which can sometimes be harmful, or works to get rid of it, which can strain certain organs. This is why the first lesson I share with anyone over 50 is that supplements are not a replacement for a balanced diet, and they're not automatically safe just because they're sold over the counter. Let me tell you about George, a retired teacher in his early 60s, who came to one of my community health workshops. He'd been taking a daily multivitamin, an extra vitamin C tablet, a high-dose vitamin D supplement, and 2 separate herbal blends for memory and joint health. He was spending almost $200 a month on these products. He told me he felt more tired lately and wondered if he needed to add even more supplements. After we reviewed his habits, I suggested he get a simple blood test to check his vitamin and mineral levels. The results surprised him. His vitamin D levels were more than double the healthy range, his calcium was slightly elevated, and his liver enzymes were mildly abnormal. The culprit: oversupplementation. By cutting back to only the supplements his doctor confirmed he needed, and focusing on improving his diet, his energy returned, and within 3 months, his blood work normalized. This is not an uncommon story. Many Americans over 50 assume more is better when it comes to supplements, especially when faced with fears about bone loss, memory decline, or heart problems. But in reality, your body has a delicate balance. Too much of certain vitamins, like A, D, and K, which are fat-soluble, can accumulate in the body and lead to toxicity. Even water-soluble vitamins like C and B6, when taken in high doses, can cause problems such as kidney stones or nerve damage. That doesn't mean supplements have no place in healthy aging. In fact, for some nutrients, they can be life-changing. For example, vitamin B12 absorption naturally decreases with age. Because our stomachs produce less acid, without enough B12, older adults may experience fatigue, numbness in the hands and feet, memory issues, and mood changes. In such cases, a supplement sometimes in higher doses can prevent serious complications. Similarly, calcium and vitamin D can be important for bone health in people at risk for osteoporosis, though these should be tailored to individual needs. The key takeaway is that supplements work best when they're targeted to your body's specific requirements, not when they're used as a blanket solution for aging. That's why, before adding anything new to your routine, it's wise to talk to a healthcare provider. Ideally with recent blood work in hand, they can help identify deficiencies, assess your diet, and determine whether a supplement could help or whether a change in your meals might be the safer, more effective path. In the next part, I want to guide you through how to evaluate supplements with a critical eye, so you can tell the difference between marketing hype and real, science-backed benefit. One of the challenges in making smart decisions about supplements after 50 is the overwhelming amount of information available, and not all of it is trustworthy. You might hear one friend swear by a turmeric pill for joint pain. Another insist on daily collagen for skin health. And a celebrity claim their energy comes from a special green powder. The problem is that in the United States, supplements are not regulated as strictly as prescription medications. The FDA does not require them to be tested for effectiveness before hitting the shelves. This means you could buy a product that contains less of the active ingredient than the label claims, or even none at all. In some cases, supplements have been found to contain harmful contaminants like heavy metals or unlisted drugs. That's why the second lesson I emphasize is to always look for independent testing and quality seals. Reputable brands often submit their products to organizations like USP United States, Pharmacopoeia, NSF International, or Consumer Lab for verification. These third parties check that what's on the label matches what's in the bottle, and that the product is free from dangerous levels of contaminants. While this doesn't guarantee a supplement will work for you, it does offer some assurance that you're getting what you're paying for. Another point to keep in mind is that a supplement's effectiveness often depends on the form it comes in. Take magnesium, for example. There are several types: magnesium oxide, magnesium citrate, magnesium glycinate, and others. They all contain magnesium, but they're absorbed and tolerated differently. Magnesium oxide is cheap but poorly absorbed. Magnesium citrate is better absorbed but may cause loose stools in some people. Magnesium glycinate is gentle on the stomach and well absorbed but tends to cost more. Understanding these differences can help you choose the right form for your needs. The same goes for fish oil. Look for products that specify EPA and DHA amounts, not just total fish oil content, beyond quality and form. Timing and combination matter too. Certain nutrients compete for absorption. For example, taking calcium and iron together can reduce how much of each your body absorbs. Some supplements are better absorbed with food, especially those that are fat-soluble, while others are best taken on an empty stomach. A little planning can make the difference between a supplement that works and one that passes through your system unused. Let's return to a real-life example. Susan, a 58-year-old nurse, came to see me about her ongoing fatigue. She'd been taking an iron supplement for months after reading online that it could boost energy. But her fatigue hadn't improved and she was beginning to experience stomach discomfort. We reviewed her blood tests and discovered her iron levels were actually higher than normal. The fatigue was due to low vitamin D and mild sleep apnea, not iron deficiency. By stopping the iron, addressing her vitamin D levels, and working on her sleep, she started feeling more energetic within weeks. This is a reminder that guessing about supplements can lead you down the wrong path, sometimes worsening the very problems you're trying to fix. In addition to choosing the right products, it's also important to remember that no supplement can outshine a poor diet. Your body is designed to get most of its nutrition from whole foods. Foods provide not just isolated vitamins and minerals, but also fiber, antioxidants, and other compounds that work together in ways supplements can't fully replicate. For example, an orange doesn't just give you vitamin C, it also offers fiber, folate, potassium, and hundreds of plant compounds that help reduce inflammation and support immune health. A capsule of vitamin C cannot mimic this complexity, so before investing heavily in supplements, take an honest look at your diet. Are you eating a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables? Do you get enough protein from lean meats, fish, legumes, or dairy? Are you including healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, and avocados? Making even small improvements here can often reduce the need for supplements altogether. Of course, there are situations where even the healthiest diet might not meet your needs. Certain medications can interfere with nutrient absorption. Metformin, commonly prescribed for type 2 diabetes, can reduce vitamin B12 levels over time. Proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux can make it harder to absorb magnesium and calcium. If you're taking long-term medications, it's worth discussing with your healthcare provider whether you should be monitoring for specific Nutrient deficiencies. In the final part of this discussion, we'll explore which supplements have the strongest scientific support for people over 50, which ones are overhyped, and how to create a safe, effective supplement plan tailored to your unique needs without wasting money or risking your health. When it comes to deciding which supplements are truly worth considering after 50, the best place to start is with those that have solid scientific evidence behind them. One of the most common and useful is vitamin D. Especially for those who don't get regular sun exposure, vitamin D supports bone health, immune function, and muscle strength, and deficiency is widespread in older adults. Blood testing is the best way to know your status, and if you are low, a daily supplement in the dose recommended by your healthcare provider can make a real difference. Another supplement with strong evidence is omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA from fish oil or algae oil. These have been shown to support heart health, reduce inflammation, and may benefit brain function. For people who don't eat fatty fish regularly, a high-quality omega-3 supplement can help bridge the gap. Calcium can also be important for bone health, but this is one where more is not better. Many experts now recommend getting most of your calcium from food, using supplements only to fill small gaps. Oversupplementing with calcium can increase the risk of kidney stones and may have other health implications. Vitamin B12, as mentioned earlier, is another nutrient worth paying attention to after 50, because our ability to absorb B12 from food decreases with age. Many older adults benefit from a supplement, especially those following a vegetarian or vegan diet or taking medications that affect stomach acid. Magnesium is also worth noting, as it plays a role in hundreds of bodily processes, including muscle and nerve function, bone health, and heart rhythm. Many adults don't get enough magnesium from diet alone, and a supplement can help. Just be sure to choose a form that works well for you. On the other hand, there are supplements that are heavily marketed to older adults but have limited evidence of benefit. Glucosamine and chondroitin, for example, are popular for joint health. But research results are mixed. Some people experience improvement in knee pain, while others see no change at all. Memory-boosting supplements are another category to approach with caution. Many contain ingredients like ginkgo biloba or huperzine, which have been studied for cognitive benefits, but the evidence is inconsistent, and the doses in commercial products are often too low to have any real effect. Then there are herbal supplements like ginseng or ashwagandha, which may have benefits in specific situations but can also interact with medications or cause side effects. Always remember that natural does not mean safe for everyone. This is why creating a safe and effective supplement plan is less about copying what's popular and more about tailoring choices to your body's unique needs. A good process starts with a conversation with your healthcare provider, ideally backed by recent blood tests and a review of your medical history and medications. From there, you can identify any true deficiencies or areas where supplementation might provide measurable benefit. Then, focus on high-quality products that have been third-party tested, choose the right form and dose, and keep your plan as simple as possible. More supplements do not mean better results. In fact, the fewer you need to take, the easier it is to stay consistent and monitor for changes. Once you start a supplement, give it time to work, but also pay attention to how you feel. Keep track of any changes, whether positive or negative, and share these with your healthcare provider. If a supplement isn't helping after a reasonable trial period, or if it's causing side effects, don't be afraid to stop it. Health is about listening to your body as much as it is about following advice. Let me share one final story. Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother, came to a workshop I led on healthy aging. She was overwhelmed by the number of supplements she'd accumulated over the years. More than a dozen bottles lined her kitchen counter. After reviewing her diet, blood work, and medical history, she realized she only needed 3: a daily vitamin D supplement, a magnesium glycinate capsule at night, and a small dose of omega-3. She stopped everything else, saved over $100 a month, and within weeks, she said she felt lighter, not just physically, but mentally. She no longer worried whether she was missing something. Because she understood her choices were based on real needs, not marketing messages. That is the truth about supplements after 50. They can be powerful tools when used wisely, but they are never a substitute for a healthy lifestyle. Focus on nourishing your body with whole foods, staying active, managing stress, and getting enough rest. Use supplements to support your health, not define it. In doing so, you not only protect your body, but also your peace of mind, making your later years healthier, more energetic, and more joyful.